have some hot takes for you this month. Hi guys, it's Amity, and it is now the 1st of March, which means it is time to go over all the games I played this February. First up, we had Pokemon Stadium 2. Technically, we were playing this in January, but I didn't finish it until February, so it gets a part of this list. Now, Stadium 2, I did prefer a little bit over the first Stadium, so I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. The reason I prefer it a little bit more is the mini games I thought were more fun, and it had that like library academy part with the trivia questions and the battles where you had to use different strategies against different trainers, and I really liked that. However, it doesn't get a higher score because these stadium games are still hard as balls. I did both of the gym towers, the Johto one and the Kanto one, and the Johto one especially fucked me up. That was ridiculous. The NPCs in this game refuse to leave a Pokemon in for more than like 2 turns. They will just switch all the time. But it's still Pokemon, so I can't feasibly give it any less than like a 5 out of 10, because I have sold my soul to this franchise. Next, we did Silent Hill: The Short Message. This was kind of a tech demo, a free one that they released on the PlayStation Store to kind of show us a little bit of the atmosphere that we can expect for the upcoming Silent Hill 2 remake. For the most part, I liked it. I can definitely see the criticism about it. The story was very on the nose. I didn't mind that though. Obviously, this is not what they're going for with the Silent Hill 2 remake. I think this was more of just a way for them to practice with the hardware than anything. My main complaint about the game was the chase sequences. I was not a fan of those at all, mostly because I have no sense of direction. That's probably a me problem, but still. I hope we don't have anything like that in the upcoming game. Overall, I liked it, probably wouldn't play it again, 6 out of 10. This was a big month. Next, we played The Last of Us. I know I should have played this many years ago, and I kind of did. I played like 30 minutes of it like 5 years ago, decided it wasn't for me, but since I've gotten into horror and more into survival horror as well, I wanted to give it another shot, and I'm really, really glad I did. You've been told a million times, but this game is fantastic, 9 out of 10. I think the only thing keeping it from a little bit of a higher score is, first of all, this is gut-wrenching. Even after seeing the TV show, knowing what I was getting into with this game, it does not hurt any less. But also, I played the PS4 version, not the PS5 remake, and I did have a couple glitches here and there. One in particular where my camera was just spinning in circles and wouldn't stop until I died, which kind of sucked. But otherwise, highly recommend. I also then, of course, had to do the Left Behind DLC. This one almost hurts more than the main game. The constant flashing back between past and present, knowing what was about to come, I just wanted it to get it over with. This sucked. Very short, but very worth a play, 8 out of 10. Now this one's gonna piss some people off. I played Fear 3, which means we're officially done with the Fear series, and I can't decide if I prefer this one or the first. I'm actually going to rank them the same. 8 out of 10. I know that is such an unpopular opinion. People seem to hate this game. I have not been able to get a single person on the internet to agree with me about this game. And I understand the complaints, right? The story was kind of whack, but what more can you do with pregnant psychic children, right? To me, it made sense where they went with it. It definitely did not have as much of a horror atmosphere as the first 2 games. They definitely lent more into the action. You could tell that they were trying out some things at the time with the cover shooting and that sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, this was just such a fun fucking game. I had so much fun with this. I would definitely replay it. There was one point during this playthrough where I got frustrated with a section. It was just so much fun, and I do not remember having that feeling with anything else recently. That is until our next game, Quake 4. This is by far my favourite Quake out of them all so far. Keeping in mind I skipped 3 because it's a multiplayer, this is a 9 out of 10. Part of me thinks this might be biased because it looks and plays so similar to Doom 3, which is one of my favourite games, so fair enough. But I loved this game so much. Again, it was so fun. It was so linear, which I love. It had big guns, it had crazy set pieces, It had a story I couldn't follow and didn't care about, and that's what I want from a Quake game. This was fantastic. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think, and stick around to see what we do for the month of March.